Hey guys, how's it going again? So I tell you something, every time I turn around, every time I have a game that starts a little later at night, and I think, oh, I just want to get this one game in, it's going to be fine. It ends up being not fine. It ends up being a big production. This was one of those games, man. This was a 13 inning thriller between the Giants and the Pirates. Giants and Pirates both scored runs in the first inning, and then it was a whole bunch of nothing. The Pirates had all sorts of chances to score and couldn't push one across. Finally, at the top of the 12th, of course, the Giants went up with two, gave up two right away, and then in the top of the 13th, after I accidentally end the video, the Giants do score their fourth run of the game and wind up winning this one 4-3. The final score. Just a quick look at the box scores, a little bit ugly. 4 errors for each team, so 8 in all. And 19 hits overall, which is interesting for the dead ball era. Doc Crandall went to 9 1/3 innings, gave up only 1 run despite 8 hits and 3 walks. It was Luther Taylor who, I'm sorry, it was Bill Malarkey who gave up the 2 extra runs, and I guess both of them were unearned. For the Pirates, Liefeld went 10 innings, giving up 1 run, 4 hits, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. But yeah, those 5 walks really hurt him. Harvey Young gave up the 2 extra, and then it was Sam Lever in the end who took the loss, giving up the 1 run. Only 2 sacrifice hits, and we bunted more often than that, but only 2 got recorded, and that's kind of the way that it works. That happens every once in a while. And then, of course, all sorts of RBIs by the end of this game, but for a while there was nothing going on in terms of RBIs. Spike Shannon thrown out trying to steal twice. And it was Doyle, Seymour, Leach, and Wagner all stealing bases. Tenney was also thrown out trying to steal. So, I mean, there you have it. This was, I don't think this was the longest game we've had in the 1908 replay, but this was definitely one of the most memorable of the games. And I think this is the game that sort of proves that the Giants are here to stay. I mean, so just a direct comparison, Mike Donlin is completely out-hitting Honus Wagner in every possible category and is probably the best offensive player in the National League in this replay so far. Wagner is not an awful player, of course, and he's going to hold his own, but at least so far, Mike Donlin is dominant. So that's what it's been like for the Giants. This is a great Giants team. Old school New York Giants fans will remember the 1908 Giants and think a lot about them. Most of us who are a little bit younger might not remember the team and know all of the stories, but this was one of those great teams that just didn't win it, and that's one reason why Merkel had so much blame over the years. So we'll see what happens here and see if we can't write history a little bit, or maybe something else will happen. You never know in the replay world. Anyway, there you go. Thought I would give you just a little bit more of the recap and a little bit more insight into what happened. And it's about bedtime for me. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye-bye.